old bachelor before I even get out of high school.
Well, Rob, you not only gained a wife, our group gained a vocalist.
Now I really feel like one of the family.
Yeah, it didn't sound bad at all.
Dad, can I ask you something?
I know that dumb look, Dad. It's about a girl. I just wanted to say thanks, Dad, for everything.
Come on, let's go.
Hi, I'm Fred McMurray. Welcome to the ABC Family Reunion, starring the cast of My Three Sons and the Partridge Family.
Thanksgiving reunion with the Partridge Family, My Three Sons. Your hosts, Shirley Jones and Fred McMurray. Starring David Cassidy. And special guest, William Demarest. And also starring the cast of My Three Sons. Katie. Tina Cole. Mike. Tim Considine. Barbara. Beverly Garland. Robbie. Don Grady. Ernie. Barry Livingston. Chip. Stanley Livingston. Sally. Meredith McRae. Holly. Ronnie Troop. And Tramp. And also starring the cast of the Partridge Family. Danny Bonaducci. Tracy. Suzanne Crowe. Chris. Brian Forster. Ruben Kincaid. Dave Madden.
Welcome to our Thanksgiving family reunion with My Three Sons and the Partridge Family. You know, Shirley, you and I are very lucky. We get to celebrate Thanksgiving twice.
That's right, Fred. Yesterday we spent Thanksgiving with our real families. Today we spend it with our television families.
The only real difference is that our real families can't be canceled after 13 weeks.
You know, it really is like having two families. Sometimes that meant twice as many problems.
Not only that, but we were both single parents on our shows, and I don't know about you, but there were times when I had my hands full. You think that machine knew I was a single man? Surely, tell me, was it tough for you?
Well, it sure wasn't easy. Not only did the kids have their problems, but I had my share. You know, the network wouldn't even let me have a kiss until the third date.
Oh, you think you had it tough? The network wouldn't even let me have a third date.
But, Fred, I think the secret to happy dating is really planning your dates. And I planned mine very well.
This is what I want you to do. It's about 5 now. I want you to give them plenty of fluids.
Right.
And a couple of aspirins at 6.
Okay.
And a teaspoon of decongestant at 7.
Right.
And how about dinner tomorrow night at 8?
Fine.
Wonderful. Now I can tell you all about my residency. Ta-ta till tomorrow at 8.
Ta-ta.
Well, looks like you planned that very well.
Okay. So once in a while, a silver-tongued devil came along, and I fell under his spell.
Oh, excuse me, Shirley. I think the phone's ringing on my set. You better get out of my chair. Everybody home?
Yeah, Dad?
Robbie?
Yeah, Dad?
Chip?
Yeah, Dad?
My son Mike, Tim Considine, and Robbie, Don Grady, and Chip, Stanley Livingston. Ladies and gentlemen, my three sons. So, come on, sit down, fellas. We'll be visiting with our neighbors, the Partridge family, soon, but first, let me say it's nice to be together with you guys again.
Yeah.
I know what you fellas have been doing, but maybe the audience doesn't, so why don't you tell them?
I am preparing both movie projects and television projects from books that I own the rights to, and I intend to produce those.
Well, you were such a good actor, Tim. I'm sorry you gave that up.
Oh, I haven't given it up.
Oh, well, maybe just that I hadn't seen you do anything lately, huh?
Well, I have been kind of busy, you know, time.
Well, you could do all three, you know.
Are you guys bickering again? Yeah. You sound like you're right back on the show bickering.
Fred, did we bicker?
Not to my knowledge.
Now, you look, Mike. Mary Beth is very pretty and she's very attractive. But if I'm going to try to impress a girl, she'll be a little older than 19.
Well, how come it doesn't work in reverse? How come she's so flip for you?
Well, I guess it's just because she's not aware of the age gap yet.
Oh, then you admit she's flip for you.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's all right. It's going to be a frosty day in May before I bring another girl home to meet my family. See? Well, okay, so we had one little argument.
Yeah. Well, Dad, tell us what you've been doing.
Well, Fred, I'm into writing screenplays now. You know, you guys, I just can't wait to see my name up there on the big screen under written by.
I mean, rather than starring in?
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm still an actor at heart. You know, I just finished co-starring in a movie called Hot Wire.
There you go again, Stan, taking on more than you can handle. You know, what you need is a guy like me around to give you advice. Just like in the old days.
Can I ask you something? Will you tell Robbie to keep his mouth shut?
Sure, but I don't like that kind of talk. Now, if you want to know something, just ask me.
I know that dumb look, Dad. It's about a girl.
That's enough, Rob. What is it, Chipper?
Ruth Ellen McPhister never picks me on her spelling bee team. She's the captain.
Well, maybe you should find some way to make her know you're there. Yeah, get some joke store teeth.
Now, don't forget, folks, that's Don Grady's advice to the lovelorn.
Well, Don, briefly, tell us what you've been doing.
Well, Fred, as you know, I really love writing and recording songs, and now I'm working on a new album, and I'm also writing songs for other artists.
You know, I could almost have predicted that you'd end up doing something like that. I mean, you always were a rather sensitive boy.
I hear they're casting Can-Can on the next stage.
I was taking ballet lessons to get in shape for the track team.
Oh, sure you were.
Come on. You know, it is terrific to have our family back together again.
Well, Tim, we're not all back together exactly because, remember, after you left the show, we adopted Ernie.
Mr. Douglas?
Johnny.
Would it be baby if I asked you to stay in there for a while? I mean, just till I go to sleep.
Wouldn't be baby at all, Ernie. Right here.
Good night, Mr. Douglas.
Good night, Ernie.
Ladies and gentlemen, my fourth son, Ernie, Barry Livingston.
Sorry I'm late, but the guard wouldn't let me in without my glasses and buck teeth.
Well, Barry, I guess you know everybody here, especially this young man behind you.
You should. We share the same mother and father. You know, I don't think many people know it, but Bear and I are really brothers.
I knew it.
Hey, you look great, Fred. What have you been up to?
Oh, I've been kind of taking it easy, Barry. June and I have done a lot of traveling and played a lot of bad golf, and I've done a few acting jobs. But I'm supposed to be asking you that. What are you doing?
Well, in between acting in films and plays on Broadway, I lived in New York, and I did some street singing with my guitar. And I also worked with kids in a summer camp.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
I feel a little strange not wanting to be a writer or producer or director like you guys.
Well, don't feel strange, Barry. Just stick close to me. We're outnumbered, you know. Well, Shirley, that's our original family. How about yours?
Thank you, Fred. Those boys of yours have really grown up. Come back and meet the Partridges and David Cassidy. A lot's happened to all of us. You'll be surprised.
That's what we
I've just been looking through some old Partridge Family fan magazines and television guides. Things I thought I'd forgotten about the show come right back. Reuben and Danny have a problem concerning willpower.
Well, nothing personal, of course, Danny, but dieting takes a little something a kid like you just doesn't have.
And what's that?
Willpower. Something that comes with maturity.
You mean that willpower is no problem for you?
That's right. Rock of Gibraltar.
And you can give up any bad habit that you want to?
No trouble at all.
What about smoking?
I bet I can diet longer than you can quit smoking.
Okay, you're on.
Let's say hello to Dave Madden and Danny Bonaducci.
Hey, look who's here.
Hi, Danny. How are you? Hello, Dave.
Shirley, how you grown? Oh, boy. Hey, I'm sure glad you had them show that piece of film, Shirley, because when it comes to willpower, I am the king, you know. I'm the absolute prince. Yeah. You caught me, I caught you.
Well, fine example you turned out to be.
Look, kid, can't we make a deal?
No way, Mr. Kincaid. It's out of the question.
Oh, come on, Danny. Since when have you been against listening to a good business proposition?
Since Mom came in the room.
Hi there.
I was given no warning, you know. Obviously touched up film.
Well, maybe that actually didn't happen, but a lot of the shows were based on what actually happened to at least one of us in real life. I remember telling the writers about one of my sons that wanted to run away from home. That's how we got this.
No fair. They get to stay up.
They're older.
We didn't ask to be born last. Golly, we ought to run away.
How about waiting until morning after you've had a good night's sleep?
She's not even worried. Let's really run. Okay, let's do it. Boy, it's dark out there. I have a better plan. Let's run away in the morning, after we've had a good night's sleep.
The youngest Partridges. Tracy Partridge, played by Suzanne Crowe. And Chris Partridge, played by Brian Forster. Hi. You two have really grown. How old are you now?
I'm 14.
And I'm 17. Well, I'm 18. Don't you think I've grown up? Well, you're definitely older. You know, in that runaway show, you used a lot of good psychology.
Well, thank you. It was really hard to run away from somebody that smart. They're at Reuben's. Are they all right?